Hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me? I have my heater on, so it's kind of noisy.
No, you're good. I just wanted to make sure.
We're matching.
Hey.
Oh, oh my gosh. Someone messaged me from Ireland today. I don't know how
Oh, good.
I don't know if I told you, but I can't post with an Irish VPN, and I also can't send DMs to people directly in Ireland. Only if they're in a country outside of Ireland can I send them a message.
That's so weird.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
I haven't, of course, tried it with everything, like everyone, but the VPN doesn't work. Like when I hit post on the Irish VPN, it never goes through. Like I have to be on, like, that's why like when I first started, I was able to, but now I can't. It's so weird. Like when I first was posting about the Voynich, like way back when,
Mm-hmm.
I was able to like connect with one or two Irish people. One person we actually hopped on a call together. But he didn't really want to participate, and the reason is kind of funny. Did I tell you about this?
I don't think so.
So he was this older guy, but he was very young and youthful, and he was so nice, and we ended up hopping on a call for a while together. But he didn't speak Irish like natively, but he learned it when he was like a kid, and growing up like most people do. And he wanted to like preserve it. So there's like kind of like interesting things happening in Ireland politically. I don't know exactly what the deal is, but like he was like he was very like against people like saying happy holidays instead of Merry Christmas. That was interesting. And then he was like saying that like a lot of people are considered terrorists in Ireland if they speak Irish.
Yeah, because I think England like is why nobody learns it.
Yeah.
And it's only recent that it like became standardized back into education.
But no, the reason why is like, okay, I don't know if this is a reason why, but I think it had a little bit something to do with it because like he was at like I was talking about different things that are coming up in the translation, and I'm finding like repeated. This is back when I was still on one of the first or second iterations of my lexicon, and I had emailed him. I think I emailed him like one of the translations or something. And he asked if anything had to do with like I had mentioned like mention of like fairies or fairy dwelling. But he was like yeah, if anything has to do with fairies, like I don't want to have anything to do with that.
Yeah, they don't really mess with
It's the same energy as like when someone from the South mentions skinwalkers, they're like, no.
Yeah, not into it.
But he seemed like very scared about like this possibly having to do with fairies, and I was like, well, they don't come up directly. I don't think that they have any. I don't think they have anything to do with it. But it was just.
I don't blame him. I wouldn't want to mess with them.
I know. I mean, like when I'm reading, it's wild. Like,
yeah.
Really. How's life? Tell me what is new.
Not much.
How's Ophelia?
She's good. She's like in the phase where she still needs a nap, but she doesn't want it when it needs to happen. But then she is crashing at like right after dinner. And my husband works nights, so I need her to stay up until he goes to work because we all share a room. So he's sleeping until he has to go.
Oh.
And so she has to be up until 9. But
in the morning she has to nap before.
So that's why we have to nap her at 1, but yesterday she skipped it, so last night was a disaster.
Oh no.
So we're like in that fun phase. She turned 2 in October.
And then she started preschool next year or the year after?
I don't know. We're planning on homeschooling, so it doesn't really matter.
Nice. That's awesome. Yeah.
Might as well. I like learning.
Yeah.
As well do it with her.
Is she at the phase where she says no to a lot? I feel like that's 3 days.
Oh, she does not stop talking. She's kind of like shy with new people.
Yeah.
That's why, like, whenever if she comes in at all, she'll probably just be like.
Aww, so
But
sweet.
she does. She yaps a lot.
Yeah.
She loves singing and dancing and acting.
Oh, that's why she was wearing all the jewelry. She was
Yeah.
Oh.
She like enters a character when it happens.
Oh my gosh.
So she
So
like, goes
cute.
very regal. She'll cross her legs and like stand a certain way.
That's so cool. You
It's
gotta
a fun
get in
phase.
some acting like crews, like actual.
We're gonna have to because
Yeah.
she's starting to like reenact movies and stuff.
Gosh, that was just like me and my sibling.
It's so much fun. I love doing it.
Oh my gosh, so cute.
Yeah. I think I told you she's obsessed with The Grinch right now.
Oh yeah, did she watch the
And she does you're the and screams. And then she goes, baby screams. Baby scared of Grinch. Yeah, she was scared of her. She's scared.
Did you see the Universal Studios Grinch where he's like,
I want her so bad.
I love the clip of him where he's like,
It's so funny because she's terrified of Santas, but
oh
she
yeah,
loves the Grinch.
yeah.
So
My sibling growing up was so afraid of anyone dressed in anything.
I was very anti-Easter Bunny as a kid. I did not mess with the Easter Bunny at all.
My sibling and I were scared of stuff like that. But I wasn't as scared. But I remember being out with my sibling, like it was her birthday, and there was some like giant, like dressed up like restaurant employee, and my dad was like, "Oh, we're gonna have it come over and sing," and my sibling just like turned white. It's like, no.
Don't bring them over here.
Oh,
That's so funny. How have you been? Are you excited to start your new job tomorrow? Is it tomorrow you start?
Yes. Oh my gosh, wait, I didn't tell you. I like it's kind of confusing. I'll tell you more like via text, but basically I don't know exactly what my whole schedule is going to be like. It's kind of weird because this other job who was kind of MIA during the holidays and really disorganized, which that's fine. Everybody's like that, you know?
Yeah.
I thought that I wasn't going to go through with it, but then they emailed me like a Zoom link. And I was like, wait, hold on.
That's so funny.
So I don't know actually what's going to happen. I might have 2 jobs actually.
Accidentally stumbling into a job.
I didn't sign the offer letter for the other one yet, so everything's kind of like but yeah, one of them is in person, one of them is on like is remote for the beginning part of it at least. But you know, everything's kind of up in the air. So yesterday I made sure to get like all of my errands done like in one go because I was like, I don't want anything to be cluttering my mind. I'm still have some cleaning and stuff to do, but I did laundry, I went to the grocery store, I went to the pharmacy. I just like the only thing I have to do is like clean my car. This is so embarrassing. But I always have snacks on me, and I had like this bag of seeds, like you know where you weigh your own seeds or whatever. I had like a bag of, like sunflower seeds from like my old job just there for like in case I got snackish and hungry. It burst open like last week or the week before. Oh, no. There's seeds like it looks like it's like if I leave the window open, like there's gonna be like a flock of birds in my car. There's like seeds everywhere.
That's
and it's so hard to clean because they're so small. So I have to clean my car. I think I might go to like one of those places where I can use a vacuum.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's so bad. It's like I'm living in a bird car.
That's so funny.
It also smells weird. I'm like, what is that smell? There's just like a weird, it's like an old car. So it has carpeting and stuff. So it absorbs a lot. I don't know. But
I miss my old car. I used to drive a 2000.
Oh yeah.
I loved it.
That's like mine. It's a 2001 Hyundai. It feels so comfortable driving in it, although she old.
Yeah, I couldn't take it on the highway.
Yeah.
No, maxed out at like 45.
Yeah. Mine gets a little rumbly after, a little rumbly
Yeah.
after in the 50s. Let's see.
So funny.
It gets really good gas mileage though. I'm always astounded. Like, I don't know how. I also like am able to like not press on the gas for like so much of most of my drive. So I hardly ever fill it up. Like,
that's
I don't know if other people do that also. Like I was a late driver, so I don't know if it's normal to like I try to like hit the gas if I'm driving like in the city. I just like try to like maintain a speed where I don't have to be constantly pressing on the gas. I don't know if that helps at all in terms of.
I have no idea.
No.
I love driving an old car though. I had like the crank down windows.
Oh, the crank down. I don't have those. I think I'm the year where they were like out of starting to go. Oh, I love the crank.
I had a tape deck. My grandparents gave me all their old cassettes.
Oh, so oh my god.
So I had
holy crap.
A whole setup.
Yeah, I have a CD player, and it's my mom's old car, so all of her CDs are in there. Like they're Barbra Streisand.
I had a Celine Dion cassette.
And like, wait, what? My sibling was using her car for a while, so my sibling left a bunch of really cool homemade CDs. So there's a mixed blend of like MGMT and like.
And used to live on my street.
No way, really?
Yeah. They used to be roommates with my art teacher in elementary school.
Wait, did you grow up in Massachusetts?
Yeah, I live in Newton.
So you're where you grew up?
Yeah, on my street.
That's so cool.
They were roommates with my art teacher.
Oh my god, that's so amazing! I remember the video of them like playing like live, like Electric Feel is just like, oh my god! I was such an indie kid my whole life. I'm still such an indie kid. Oh my god, that's so cool! I would be such a fangirl. I wouldn't have been able to handle it.
And my friend and I would always like walk up and down the street, and we were like, would we even know if we saw this?
Oh my god, that is so cool. Wow. So Massachusetts is cool. There's a lot of good music that comes out of Massachusetts, like randomly. It's like a hub. It's like what are they called?
A lot of kids end up going to Berkeley.
Oh yeah, that's one reason, yeah.
And we have, I don't know, is School of Rock like a nationwide thing? Because that's a thing here that like kids can join and you learn like indie and rock and alternative stuff.
I think it's just the movie, right? I think
it started maybe based on the movie. Or the movie was based on this organization. I don't know. But my friend
used to so many clips of Jack Black on my FYP recently. I'm very happy about it. I commented on a post recently that like he's always speaking my language.
Yeah.
There is this video of like the paparazzi was like bombarding him, and then he just starts singing this Christmas song, and it's so funny. Like, it's so good. Oh my god!
Wait, have you ever seen him talking to Elton John? I think on like Graham Norton or one of the late night shows.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, I love that song you have, but he can't remember any of the words. So he's just like, you know, the one that's like, riddle-a-doo-doo-doo. And immediately I was like, oh, I know exactly what song he's talking about. And Elton John is like,
oh my god. He's such a vibe. I seriously like School of Rock, that movie like changed my life. I think he's like getting more of his flowers now, which is good. He deserves so many flowers.
I think he just recently did an interview saying that like if he had to do a sequel to anything, it would be School of Rock.
Oh yeah.
I would die.
Oh yeah. There should be a School of Rock where it's just autistic kids.
I think the first one could have. You could make an argument that it was.
Oh, okay. So oh my gosh, I have translated fully two sections that I had translated some of before. But now since I know sort of the layering and the braiding happening, it is insane, one of the sections. And one of the sections basically explains what is being done. Like language-wise,
so cool.
language-wise, schooling-wise, education-wise, which is so freaking cool. So I'm gonna make a post right after this about it. Just gonna take a lot of time because there's so much translated. So I'm like trying to pick the best part. That's what makes it hard about like posting to TikTok. I have to make it like usually below 7 minutes is like where people's attention's like fully cut off. So I try to keep it under 5 minutes and like focus on specific parts so people can translate. Oh, someone from Ireland reached out saying that they have a bunch of thoughts about my translation. I was like, let's meet on a recorded Zoom.
That's awesome.
I said you could remain anonymous, but like I have to meet with people because of AI. I'm just like I can't just like be. But I was like, should I also start having people post to the channel on like the subreddit like translations? But then it's like, how do I weed out AI with that sort of thing? I don't really know. And there are software that you can use to like test if a text has been copied over or like has like the formulation of AI. I don't know if like those work or not though.
I think they definitely do, but they have a pretty big margin of error. I know a ton of students whose like professors are accusing them of using AI when they're not.
Yeah.
And that's becoming a bigger and bigger problem because they're using AI to detect AI.
Yeah, that's why I record my work. Like I get so paranoid about that stuff. I'm like, yeah, she messaged me saying that she lives in Galway.
Cool.
And she had always noticed similarities and she doesn't want us, she said, I don't want to share them amongst others as I know everyone's opinion on the Irish take and would want to avoid being battered by others' opinion when I have historical knowledge passed down to me from my own family, my culture here.
That's cool. That means we could learn stuff that we wouldn't be able to find with any research.
I just don't want to scare her away, and I accidentally over messaged, and I'm like, don't get scared away.
You get the queen of over messaging, and I'm like, sorry to do it again, but I'm gonna ramble.
I am such an over messenger. I forgot one thing. Oh, I forgot what thing. I said, hi, Emily. Yes, my email is blah, blah, blah. Are you free for a call today? It would be awesome to report it. If you can also remain anonymous. I've been organizing demos of repeatability. I've spoken to a few Irish folks, but I found that I'm prevented from connecting with those in Ireland on here message and by message and FYP. I'd recommend looking through some of my Substacks and all the videos on my playlist, YouTube, and the podcast beforehand, so we have a good starting point. And also, if you have questions, ideas, because my work excludes AI, we'd have to actually meet though.
Yeah.
But I sent that in like 5 different messages, so let's hope that she's not scared.
Whatever.
Findings are mainly associated with that, and then also, oh my god, the coolest thing that the coolest thing that I have translated recently connects to chemistry. And like, what is it called when someone is like a alchemist? It's definitely bridging far into that. It just, the 2 pages that I did are bridging far, like 100% into a zone where it's like this person knew chemistry. This person knew chemistry. This person knew chemistry, which is crazy.
This points further towards student notes. This is so exciting.
And it's cool because elements of it are an understanding of chemistry. So just for background, I have like a chemistry kind of background. I was really into chemistry in high school, and I started out off as a chemistry and creative writing major, and then I switched over.
Chemistry and creative writing is a crazy combo.
It's kind of like well, probably should have been institutionalized, but or I should have gone to a nunnery, maybe. It's funny because before I went to college, I got accepted and I had told my family, like, I want to take a year off and go to Ireland. I'm dead ass serious. I said, I want to go to Ireland, take a year off. And my dad was like, we're not going to get the same financial aid if you wait a year.
That's pretty much like, word for word what I heard too.
Over $30,000 like scholarship and financial aid and all that. And he's like, we're not going to get the same. I just got a promotion. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I could have had like a totally different life. I probably wouldn't have come back if I went to Ireland after graduating. But I like was super into chemistry in high school. I like won an award.
That's so cool.
Like I love chemistry. I have a video on my page about how I describe second, third, fourth, and fifth dimensions through the lens of chemistry instead of through the lens of like physics. Yeah, like through
so
like
cool.
Actual idea of chemistry and like particles and stuff. But I love chemistry. And the cool thing about this part is that there are visual elements to what they're describing that connect to, whether they knew it or not, that connect to like the chemical components of what they're describing and the pigments.
So cool.
Very cool.
Huh. I'm so glad you have a chemistry background because I do not.
But I don't know if they were like fully aware of that. There are so many weird things where I'm like, do they know that this connects to all of this or no? Like with the weaving and the weaving, and then it's just like, oh, this is probably just like the nature of everything. Also, sometimes I wonder if old manuscripts people colored over the descriptive nature of it. I mean, because like these are describing how like weaving patterns and stuff.
That's so cool.
Like what it's interesting because what happens in the 3-dimensional is depicted in the 2-dimensional, and it happens the other way around with a lot of like the more like Latin leaning manuscripts. You know what I'm saying? So the so the 2-dimensional they try to make into the 3-dimensional.
Right.
Goes to like with your hands and then depicting it in the 2-dimensional. The 3-dimensional becomes the 2-dimensional. Isn't that so cool though? But they're descriptive of how to weave.
That's so cool. They're so intricate.
It's so interesting. It's how to make knots, how to make rope, how to make like everything that comes up in the translation. Oh my god! And sorry, I get excited. So, I messaged a person that came up on my FYP who has a doctorate in lace.
That's cool.
Like, bro, she hasn't messaged me back yet though. Let me read her exact background though. She studies like medieval lace and fibers and.
That's so cool. I think it's so cool when people know how to do that kind of stuff.
PhD student in lace history, sharing humanity through textiles. I was like, and she's got a watermelon. Girl.
Really cool. Wish I knew niche stuff like that.
I know. I want to start like weaving after this. I'm really, really good at braiding hair. Like I'm very like I'm a speed braider. I used to tell my friend that I always wanted to like braid hair for free as like a pastime, just like for people that want the hair.
I love really repetitive, intricate tasks like that.
Yeah, me too.
I end up just zoning out
with my pinkies. And I do it super fast. I used to have like little races with my friends growing up. I love braiding.
That's so cool.
Nice. But I'm not good at. I've tried knitting and crocheting, but I don't have the patience 100% for it. Like it's like I like it, but I don't like it. I like knitting more than I like crochet. There's something about the looseness and it falling that was just like it used to frustrate me.
I get that. Like cross stitch and needlework.
I like the really tiny. Tiny is like better. I like that, yeah. But I want to like understand like how to wood weave, like the things that are being depicted in this traditional craft book are so fascinating.
I've always been so fascinated with like tapestry making.
Yeah, where they have like the wooden things.
Yeah, and then I
love that. That's like typing. It's like
it's so cool.
Such a vibe. Oh, so cool. Like, look at that. Look at this basket.
That's so cool.
And that's what she described in the art. So cool. And you know, these are depicting old school old school things, and this came up, and like I know it's like newer. This is like teapot making and stuff, but it looks so ornate that I wonder if like some of these ornate things that they were depicting. Oh, and the lyre comes up a bunch, the little harp and the lyre. And they have musical instruments. Okay, sorry, I'm getting distracted.
No, you're fine. Most of what I've been looking at is just like water systems through Ireland and stuff. Especially after I found River Suck. I wanted to look at like what other.
Crazy. Oh my god, I linked it in the.
That was crazy. But I'm wondering if like the illustrations with all the like ponds and then baths and tubes and the river and all of that, I wonder if it's mapping like the
location
springs.
Okay.
And maybe wells, like the smaller ones might be little springs or wells.
Do you want me to pull up the sections of my translation where well, spring, and fat tub come up?
Yeah. Why don't we do that? Because there's a lot of them. And a couple of them seemed promising. I took all these notes on my phone.
No, I have to charge. Give me a second.
Mm-hmm.
Such a bad. So I broke my my charger for this new computer.
Mm-hmm.
It came kind of faulty to begin with, and then it broke. So I'm not even joking, like stacks of little tiny paper to have the charger perfectly fit in the socket so it's getting the electricity.
Horrible.
It's really bad. I'm so I like the and instead of just like buying a new charger, I've just been working with this. Partially because
I'm the same. I still haven't bought a replacement. I haven't gotten a replacement charger for mine. And it was working until the day that I had to call you the first time. I opened my laptop and it just wasn't working. And I was like,
yeah,
you gotta be kidding me.
For me, it's like I also don't have like the money. Like I was very precarious with this whole new job stuff because like in my mind I was like, oh, I have a new job before even the new year. Like I'm gonna get paid. And it's like, of course, it's the holidays for both of these companies. I haven't been paid yet. And I'm just like, my bank account is scary. I had to like ask for an extension for rent. I was like, I don't know when I'm gonna get paid, but fingers are crossed. That's why I'm so worried because I want to do so much more work with this, and I feel like all of my time is gonna be sucked up, and then all the Voynich villains are gonna.
No, you don't need to worry about that.
I know. All right, so I'm gonna search. What was it? Wellspring.
Wells, springs. Sometimes they're called portals. Have you gotten any portal?
No.
That would be cool.
No, but I have had Holy Well.
Oh, that's good because there's burinholywells.com.
Davak is bathtub, deep water hole, pool, fish pond. I will also say there are several different types of river that are mentioned. There's Little Ford. Little Ford comes up all the time. Little Ford, there's Riverine, there's Little River.
I wonder if any of them are actually like naming locations the way that.
Well, I think the one where they're all taking the bath together, that's where Davak comes in.
Okay.
There's also the word for windpipe or gullet, which could be used to describe the opening or entrance to something. So for what page is this? This is page left to right on 84R.
Okay.
I think if there's anything specific. Often. I'm gonna see if there's anything that looks like Aachen. That would make sense probably for this. But also, what were the Irish locations? River Suck, right?
River Suck, River Shannon.
So the word sucking comes up a fair amount. I have over 6 parts where, oh my god, the alkali section is where sucking comes up. But that makes sense because it's like drinking from the sucking.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. That wouldn't have to do with River Suck, I don't think. But sucking also comes up in the part that I translated before that is already on the Substack, the river sucking. So that is, let me see if it comes up anywhere else. No, I think it's mainly coming up in the alkali section, but that would make sense for the actual word sucking rather than location. What are the other locations called?
Hold on. Here's one. Something like Glan or Glen. That's like the local name for it, but it's Glen Cholmcille. Glen. There's like a bunch of different names for it, but it's all similar.
Can you spell it?
I don't know which one is the correct one. GLEANN CHOLMCILLE. But then locally it's just known as GLAN.
Yeah. So that would look like the word grain, the word for grain. That's come up in several sections. So gran, but that
it's a fertile valley in the Burren characterized by improved grasslands and sparse population. It's enclosed by the region's distinctive rocky uplands. Glen Cholmcille may have served as an ancient route into the Burren from the east.
Yep. This is 35R. So penetration of small wheel gren. So it could be describing a grain or it could be glen.
Okay.
Same spelling there. Tria could be the water flowing, like the ebbing from Gren. Is it a river?
It's a spring. And holy well. And it has
wait, do you want to just remember? Oh wait, no, that's 35R. 35R. Can you just remember that for a second? 35R. Gren, and then you said Holywell. The word for Holywell is Davak, but I don't have that near there. Davak. There's the word for wheel, and there's the word for ebb and flow, active repeating, strand of like a beached area, spear. These are all possibilities because there's Tra and Gren next to each other. So Gren could be a single grade. It could also be Glen. Let me just look at the R to see how long it is. Usually if the R is long, it's an L. If it's short, it's an R, or shorter R.
Says about this location, I can't really find much, obviously, for our time period. I have a lot of like 1800s and then a lot of ancient.
Let me just see here. Oh. Are there are there 3 of anything?
3.
In near Glen? 3 of anything? No?
No. Hold on. Saint Columcille is one of Ireland's 3 patron saints. According to tradition, there's all 3 are said to be buried in Downpatrick, County Down. Columcille's credited with founding a monastic site in Scotland, blah, 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 blah. Cult spread across Ireland and Scotland. Oh, it's so pretty.
Let's maybe put a pin in that.
Okay. Because there are a fair number of hold on. There was one really cool one that I wanted. Oh, this well was believed to cure eye ailments. Visitors would rub their eyes with the water or fill bottles with the water and take them away. The water was also reputed to heal foot maladies, so eyes and feet.
Grain also comes up on 108. But I think that's the 108 is very sexual leaning, I think, or like sexual health leaning. Let me just see. You said
eyes and feet. It was said to heal eye ailments and feet problems.
So the word eye is actually remarkably similar to the word for water.
Oh, great.
So yeah, so basically, so duil is water or like element, the created thing element, and then suil with an S is eye.
Okay. How far?
I'm just looking to see if in this section here where there might be where Glen might be referenced, which I don't really think it is. I don't really think it is. I think it's more describing the pollen, but I could be mistaken. Well, what are the other spellings of Glen?
Glencolmcille. So GLENCOLMCILLE.
Wait, GLELM? Wait, sorry, what was?
GLENCOLMCILLE. Glencolmcille. Or it in other places it's split into 3 separate words.
So it has I in it, CUIL, or sorry, SUIL.
It has Cille.
Oh, never mind.
But then there's, hold on, I want to see how far apart these two locations are.
I'm not really seeing I said foot. Let me
What
just
do you?
let me just see if I have this whole page. I have most of this page translated actually. Let me just see. Grog, trog, groig, 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 groig. Oh.
Hmm. I have a temple, a holy well, and that are in the same place, and then not far away there's an earthen ring fort that like has walls built up, and it catches the water when it rains. So it's like a tub that fills with rainwater, and I don't know what it was used for. But it's like grass inside, so it would look like a green tub when it's full.
I mean, the plant that's being depicted looks like a cup with green on the inside, and then there are these spears and weird little. It looks very bizarre. But I'm noticing here there are there's a repetition of it's like dual. Let me just see what I have for the full translation. What page is this? 35.
You said 35R, I think.
35. Yeah, one of the noticeable things is that there's a double ah. There's also a mention of slack water, backwater. Let me see. Three spears, grain, small wheel, creases from. Let me just see that word creases to make sure. I'm just trying to see if the word water repeats so many different times, or the word water or its homonyms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's 7 times in here. So I'm wondering if one of these times it's possibly referring to I.
Okay, I have a couple different location names that may.
Let's put a pin in this. Oh, through water. 41. Let me just see. The first word on 41 has through water. On 41. Oh, that's a mistake. Which page is that from? Oh. Oh. Oh, weird.
I can hear Ophelia playing a recorder in the other room.
Oh my God. You don't have uh Dioc, something like Dioc.
Have Belle Alboin, something like that.
What is that one?
This is okay.
Alboin. That's similar to Vein, which is river. Abhain.
This
What?
is Alboin. This is, hold on, I can.
Is it a river?
No, it's a ring fort.
Rain Fort?
Ring fort.
Ring Fort.
It's like, hold on, I can send you the link right here. It's close to a temple and a holy well. And it would have been made thousands of years before our time frame, so it would have been considered an old site then.
So there's a word that comes up a fair amount, and it's always near. So this, I think, this is on 96V. These three words are back to back. Well, fountain, bank, green lawn, but it's a word that means that is associated with ancient forts, and it's feish. So
Okay.
96V, this is mentioned, riverbank, green, tresses, braiding, slow straw, elevated, rebuild, encourage, ink water, or like ink or water, meadow, sheath. So I'm assuming like the water is like dark. The word ink is used before water.
A lot of the wells
long, elongated. There's an elevated section, a mound. Are there mounds by there?
Yeah, so the ring fort, also known as Anrath, A-N space R-A-T-H, is an earthen walled fort surrounded by a ditch. It has an internal diameter of around 100 feet, but extending to 200 feet when the moat is included. Although there are trees now growing on it, the site, it still remains visible and is in good condition. The ramparts were built with the earth dug out of the moat, which still fills with water after rain. Estimated to have been constructed around 2 to 1000 BC.
Yeah.
Clearly, this had some defensive purpose and was the site of a stronghold.
There's a defensive plant. So the plant is like an ivy plant, which is like, I feel like,
yeah, that makes sense.
I don't know. Actually, that plant is not an ivy plant. What is that plant? 96V. I have that identified. Hold on. I can't find it.
That's crazy looking. And then let me look at what the two locations that it's near are called.
What is that called? I'm just gonna write it atop here. What is that location called with the ancient fort and the
So in Irish it's two words. The first one is B-A-I-L-E.
B-A-I-L-E?
Yep. And then A-L-B-O-I-N.
A-L-B-O-I-N?
Yeah, there's an accent on the O. And then also known as Anrath. So again, two words. The first one is just A-N. And then the second word, R-A-T-H. And it's nearby a small church dating back to the 12th century, which also has a holy well on the site. The church at the temple is built of local burned stone.
I think it might be buckwheat. I'm pretty sure it's buckwheat. The word Ahrian came up, so it's possibly buckwheat. That's what I have as the let me just look up buckwheat roots to see if that's actually right. But the word had a homonym, so I put unsure if that's actually the word. The word is spelled or in the manuscript is ALFADA REEAN.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna look up to see if that is actually buckwheat because it looks more climbing than buckwheat does, I think. Oh, it does have the same roots, so
that's cool.
It might be buckwheat. The leaves are really particular. I'm not sure about that identification though. That's one of the reasons why I don't think I shared that one because I was like, that word has homonyms, so but I wonder if buckwheat, but the roots look the same. They're kind of like furry roots. Do you see it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are cool.
But doesn't it look more climbing in the drawing?
Yeah.
It looks more climbing to me. But I don't know. But yeah, I think that's the word for buckwheat. Arian.
I'm looking at all of this stuff because we can tell that the Irish continued using really old sites for like repurposing them.
I mean, it sounds very reminiscent of what is being described there. What was it used for?
Which one, the fort or the temple?
The fort, or sorry, the ancient fort with the Baal Albuin.
There's not a ton of information about what it was used for. It just says clearly this had some defensive purpose and was the site of a stronghold at some time. I can see if I can find anything about the Ballyalaban. That's fun to say. There's another one in Ballyalaban. There's two. Whoa.
Does your last name have an I in it?
No.
I keep on spelling it Turnage. I don't know why.
That's fine. It's my old last name anyway.
Oh, what's your current last name?
Andrade. Andrade. I'm not close with my dad, so I don't care if you misspell his last name.
Oh my gosh. This is wild. Oh, another word that comes up is path for that. There's like a path. Is there a path to it? Is there a sheath, scabbard, path? A path with a connotation of sheath? Rian, I don't know if that is actually buckwheat or not. I think it might be a type of buckwheat because Rian is buckwheat. Rian is buckwheat, not the L part to begin with. Lurian.
Wait a second.
Lurian.
I just accidentally found another ring fort, but I don't think it's a stone one instead of an earthen one. Still in the burn, still close. Walls are 9 feet thick and 9 feet high. That's huge.
I always do you have do you have a mind's eye? Do you see with your mind?
No, I wish I could.
Really?
I'm so upset that I can't. Yeah, I can't see anything in my head.
Really?
Nothing. I have whatever that is.
Aphantasia?
Yeah.
I have the opposite. It's so bad. It's so
I
bad.
wish I could see in my head. My husband makes fun of me.
So many like mental disorders though, having it.
Hold on a sec. Wait. According to the National Monument Service, excavation in this area took place in June 99 as the entranceway was blocked with rubble and lintel had fallen across the entrance passage. The excavations revealed the structures around the entrance were a 14th or 15th century addition to the pre-existing fort. A scallop shell from below the foundations was radiocarbon dated to 1308. It's just, I'm trying to look at like what sort of monuments would have existed in our time period that our person would have been passing and seeing. And a lot of like these places are along what they say would be like prayer routes, or pilgrimage.
I wonder if buckwheat is there. I mean, like nothing is being described in terms of like motion and anything like that. It's all very practical. It's not like depictive, like in that way, where it's like, I just came across blah blah blah. It's not like a diary. Like a lot of people think it's like a diary, but it's not really like that. But it does seem like these are actual some places are actual locations being described.
Yeah. Like,
oh my gosh. My mind's eye is so oh. It's so exact. Like any place that I've ever been, this is such a weird thing that comes with this, is though that every place that I've ever been, doesn't matter how long I've been there, like any physical space that I've occupied dating back to since I was born, I could pretty much probably give you like exact dimensions of the space itself.
that's insane. I'm so bad at gauging like height and space and stuff because it means nothing to me.
When I'm like before I go to sleep, like I'll just go to different places, I'll walk different places, like it's so crazy.
That's cool. See, I have to tell myself stories before I go to sleep.
That's cool though.
In my head. I'll when I was a kid, I would watch movies over and over and over until I memorized them, and then I would like recite them to myself.
That's so cool. That's like the same thing though. Like when I was younger, I used to always start the movie in my head, Superstar. Have you ever seen that movie? I was obsessed with that movie, and the beginning sequence is so cool because there's the pool, and then they're doing the synchronized swimming, and then it's a really cool song. So I just play the movie in my head.
I used to do it with Shrek, Hook, and Thumbelina.
That's so cool. So it's just the words though. That's so interesting.
Yeah, I wouldn't see it in my head. Like I knew what was happening in the movie because I'd seen it so many times, but I'm not like actually seeing it at all.
Oh whoa.
It's weird.
What are you seeing it? What are you seeing?
It's like
it's just an idea. It's the idea.
It's
it a feeling? Is it a taste? Is it smell?
So everything pretty much in my brain is categorized by color.
Okay.
So, like, Hook is a red movie.
Okay, yeah, because he's wearing a red.
And Thumbelina is like a red-orange movie.
Okay.
But then Shrek is more of like a yellow movie.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Brains are so weird.
So wild.
If you're wondering, you're like a very soft green person.
Oh, cool. This is like Cynthia Erivo. I vibe with that. One of the things that came up recently is about soft pale green.
Wow.
Do you know how many words there are for green in Ireland, in Irish? It's
crazy.
It's like rain and green. There's so many different.
That's cool.
I can see just on Tenzin for green.
I feel like this place.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
What?
All right, do you want to hear how many versions of green there are? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66.
Are they all similar?
Not even close. They go through, in terms of the alphabet, they go through A through U.
Are they like like
Some of
green
them,
fabric versus green plant versus green light.
so one of them is like a green to describe a hill. One is a green to describe timber.
That's
One
so
is
cool.
apple green, a bleaching green, sea green, pale green, green tufted, green bow,
English sucks.
rushes,
We only
pale
have
green.
one word for it.
Vivid green. Lots of them are vivid green, but they're particular types of vivid green. And all of these are not including the light or dark version of that. So it's 3 times 66 basically.
Huh.
Which is crazy. Because like if you wanted to get more specific with any of these specifics, you could. Like
That's so
completely
cool.
dark or light version of any of these. One of them is green branched, green scum, sappy young green. They're all like different feels. That's so interesting. Like green herb. Well, that's not describing the actual color, so maybe that one doesn't count. Green unseasoned oak. These are all different like connotations. But that's what's coming up in the translation so much is that like I'll translate a word that I haven't translated before, but it's linked to all these other words, so it has that connotation of the word. Like the idea of learning and folding. It makes sense that there's a connotation for folding with learning.
Yeah.
And that also applies to like things that are way advanced that the writer wasn't necessarily thinking about, that people aren't really thinking about, like in the early stages of language necessarily, like how the brain is actually developing, but they're describing that the brain is making folds.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Same thing with the chemistry stuff that's coming up. It's like, how would they have known that?
Yeah.
The organization chemistry wise, they wouldn't have, but there's like some like vague link to it, you know? It's just interesting that like language actually precedes a lot of scientific innovation long ago.
It's so cool.
I know. I would say you're like a pale purple.
Everybody that I've ever asked says some version of purple.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
That's so
purple
funny.
Purple and green are my favorite colors. When I was growing up, I loved purple.
Yeah, I've always like flipped between the two. When like all of my friends and family were like making blankets when I was pregnant, they all made purple and green.
Oh my gosh. So you were pregnant at such a weird time. That's after the pandemic, right?
Yeah, I was pregnant for like most of 2023.
Oh wow.
Wacky time.
2023.
But I didn't have to wear a mask or anything, which was nice.
What's your daughter's birthday?
She's October 14th. She's a Libra.
Oh, Libra. I don't know many Libras, I don't think.
I don't either. I love her though. So I think I like Libra.
So much learning, so much getting to know her.
She's fun.
The person that does the podcast, his wife just had a baby.
Aww.
I know, a boy. I'm so excited for them.
We have so many. Ophelia is the only girl in our family right now.
Really?
Yeah. So I grew up. I have a half sister, but we didn't grow up together.
Okay.
So her aside, I spend most of my like family time with my cousins. So one of them has one son, one has one son, and his wife is due next month with another boy. And then my other cousin lives in Colorado. She has 2 boys.
Yeah.
She's just gonna be surrounded by boys.
So she's probably like gonna be like a maybe not a tomboy, but maybe she won't even be influenced by them. Maybe she'll be a trendsetter.
She really, as of right now, she
She'll
She
do
likes to hang out with them.
She'll do impressions of them all.
Yeah, totally.
They're all going to be in the same age group, which is really cool for cousins. That's
Yeah, they're all like they're each like 6 months apart.
good.
So random. We all ended up. All of us were unexpectedly pregnant. Like none of us
Cool.
were trying for
That
it.
is so cool. Yeah, my mom wasn't trying for me. It was kind of like, oh, well.
Yeah.
But it's so cool. Were you with your partner for a long time beforehand?
Yeah, we were already engaged.
Oh, okay.
We've been engaged for like 7 months.
Okay.
And I had gotten my IUD taken out because I wanted to be able to lose weight before we got married. And I wanted to be able it says your body needs time to like get off of it.
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh, then like once we get married, my body will be like ready and we can have a baby.
Like, timing wise,
It took 2 months and I was pregnant.
That's so fun. Your body was like ready.
Yep.
That's so interesting.
Ridiculous.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I heard that the like you tend to get pregnant when you're like when you're in like a point of like stability, like your body your body's like ready, like
Oh yeah, we definitely had like a good illusion of stability at the time.
yeah.
Everything went to shit like 6 weeks after I got pregnant. And then we moved back here.
Oh, okay. Where were you living before that?
We were living with his parents.
Oh, okay.
Further, like closer up to New Hampshire.
Okay.
Now my mom lives with us part-time.
Yeah. It's so interesting.
It's tight
It's
quarter.
so cool though that you like that it was just like, oh, man. IUDs are also wild.
Yeah, I hated it before I'd had a baby.
Right.
I would get like cramps and it hurt so much when they put it in.
They're just now like making like the process better.
Yeah.
I feel like one person was describing like they always like use this like this stabilizer that actually like inserts into and it's like a sharp object that's really stabilizing, but they just made a suction one apparently.
Which
I've never had one.
Ugh. It wasn't like horrible. It was rough the first time, but once I had Ophelia, after I was like cleared, I was like, okay, I would like an IUD again.
Yeah.
And I felt nothing.
You have the copper one or the hormone one?
It's Kyleena. It's like the lighter hormonal option of the two.
Oh shoot, we shouldn't be talking about this on the recording. I just realized.
Whatever. Whatever. I have an IUD. I don't know. I keep coming across this one place because of just where it sits geographically. And I think I sent you the Wikipedia link to it. It's Temple Cronin.
Right.
But hold on. It's so much about it as unknown. The site's an early medieval monastic site dedicated to Saint Cronin.
Is it called something else?
Hold on. The site is located at Antierman. AN and then TEARMANN, which means church or gleblands.
Antierman, so that makes it a little bit difficult because that ANTR is sometimes used to start a flower for anthro. Anthro is sometimes used as a starter for a flower. That's come up a handful of times, so I feel like that would be difficult to isolate. Antierum, right? Antierum?
Antierman. Today, the most prominent features are the church.
One or two anther. Oh, little anther. Yeah, Antherman comes up on 102B. Let me see which one. 1, 2, 3, 4. gonna count which word this is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It should be on the second line somewhere. 102V? Is that what I said?
Yeah, I think so. It may have been 103.
102V. First or second paragraph, and look at the second line. What the heck?
Archaeological evidence for pilgrimage is represented. Outdoor reliquaries. Yeah, so this place claims to potentially have the grave of the saint. So people would have gone to see the grave and the relics.
Oh. On Trelden, no, that's a different Trelden. Is it on Tierman?
Yeah.
Toil. On Tierman. Yeah, I'm not seeing an exact here for that.
View of Gable. There are gable shrines on the site, which are like 3 walled little stone things.
Weird.
Great devotion. The site appears to have fallen out of use in the late medieval period as devotion and shrines.
On Tierden. Trelden. On Trelden. No.
The Holy Well is a simple spring. A large penitential cairn of unknown date is found beside the well within the enclosure.
Wait, you said Cranen, right? What is Cranen? Cronin?
Cronin, it's Saint Cronin's temple and holy well. It's not possible to know if the well was part of the pilgrimage, but it was a place of pilgrimage in the 19th century.
No. I don't think this would be it. Maybe it would be on the actual. I get the sense that some of these places aren't listed by name exactly.
Yeah.
Because they would want the person to read to be able to apply the knowledge to wherever they're located.
Mm-hmm.
But I definitely think Riverstuck is mentioned. And I definitely think that ancient fort area is referenced.
Yeah. There's a
Wait, what was that one called again?
the the Ballyvon one.
Yeah. I can't find it. It just went away.
English, it's the Ballyalvin Fort.
We just
Bale
Albuan.
Albuan.
Albuan?
Bale Albuan.
Oil.
Baile space Alboin.
I marked it and I just want to find it. Yep. Albuan. I got it. Okay.
Yeah.
It wasn't coming up. Okay. And its location near Anra, right? Anra?
That's like another name for it, yeah.
Anra.
Yes.
Anra has come up a bunch.
That's cool.
So I couldn't find it. But Anra means something else. Anything else in terms of locations and saints? Anything else that you came up with? Actually, just 1 minute. I'm just gonna run to the bathroom really quick.
Yeah.
I'll be right back. Sorry. I always wait like forever. I forget that I have a body for when I'm like researching, and then I'm like, oh god, I have to pee.
No, don't worry about it. So there is a St. Bridget's Well. I don't know.
So St. Bridget, I have that whole theory about the process.
Yeah. So she has a well, and also I told you about the stones that are often at wells that have the depressions in the knees for the people to kneel are often called St. Bridget stones, regardless of what well you're at, even though there is a St. Bridget's Well. I can't find much information about when it came to exist.
Well, occasionally this word for joint comes up.
And it's hold on. The St. Bridget's Well claimed to offer cures for eyes, joints, and headaches.
Okay. Joint comes up.
maybe. There are a lot of like cool sites that are within our area that are like all possible. There's so the Bale Abuan Fort, it's considered a national monument, and it's in Ireland. It's given the number 648, but National Monument number 648 actually is like the name for two separate forts that are very close together. So there's a stone fort that's called Cathermore, or sometimes Caher More, Carmore, or Cathermore.
So stone and rock comes up a fair amount, and it's kind of difficult because this word is really similar to the word for knowledge, for fold, for nourish, very similar. So stone comes up a fair amount. Standing stone, pillar stone, I have in a couple of different locations is word Galan.
There is a really well-known
Galan is mentioned on 75V, which I think this is like where they're together and they're tapping. This is the one that I translated and posted to my TikTok, one of the sections. Standing stone, tiny creature. Do you have any standing stones that are named certain things?
Hold on. There's one that's like well known.
Because if it's called something like fetid, 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 fetid.
The name of this is like the best known.
Or dog.
Dog?
Do you
I've got
usually for like canal basin or ditch or trench?
I've Pol na Bron, which translates literally to hole of the kernstone.
Hole of the kernstone?
Yeah.
Kernstone comes up so much. Kern comes up so much. Not everyone like this. Hold on,
Pol
wait.
na Bron.
But just keep that for a second. You don't have anything. You don't have anything that's called like a fetid, like with beginning with an F or a B or an MH, FH, or BH. Stones. Pillar stones. Maybe pillar stones in Ireland.
There are a fair amount.
Anything referred to as like a white horse?
White horse?
I know that sounds random, but yeah.
That's cool. Hold on. A folklore survey of County Clare. This looks cool.
Well, there's this in that same section where they're bathing and like tapping each other. It's referencing that port in Portas in Greece, or in the Black Sea, not Greece and Turkey. But there's a word that's gabar, gaboy, gav, beginning with gav, which is like.
There's a mythological well that's said to be the source of River Shannon. And it's said to be like under hazelnut trees that feed the salmon or something.
Oh,
that was kind of cool.
There's nothing called like wild creature, beast, tiny insect, like a gross serpent, standing stone, pillar stone,
Ooh.
Wild creature, beast, tiny creature, insect, pillar stone, nothing like that.
Hold on.
Oh, and then I have Riverain over here.
I have a. Where the fuck is that? A place called the Wormhole. Polnabeist. A natural pool with legends of a sea serpent.
What is it called?
Hold on. Polnabeist. What in the world? Hold on.
Wait, what is it called? Is it weird?
Oh no. Oh, maybe. Yeah. I mean, that's not there's a tiny island off of Galway, which isn't super far from where we're looking, that has a place called the Wormhole on Inishmore. This is the coolest thing I think I've ever seen. What? This would definitely be a place that
This area also references Portis Portal.
Yeah, so
Wait, is this the same one? Oh,
no, it's not.
yeah, it is. It is the same one. Yeah. So 75V left to right, the pairs that are above the women. I have fibers, handiwork, hooded garment, dam tapping, cord line, manor. So the second one looks like it could be referring to Portis Portal, but I'm not sure if that's actually the case. Dam tapping, cord line, manor. It could also just be like about the roots underneath, the growing roots underneath, because that's what cord line is representing. Handing, fisting to maiden from maiden water. Frame, saucy girl, backward current, creek toward, identify little lyre, little ocean, little defect, little basin of canal, ditch trench, plug, standing stone, tiny creature. This could mean this could mean wormhole.
So
It's a word that is a homonym for plug and standing stone, like they both sound the same, and then it's the word fated for tiny creature, which could mean worm.
are you looking at this place?
No.
This is insane.
Really?
I've never seen a place like this in my life. Just look up the Wormhole, Ireland, it'll come up.
I have too many tabs. You know what came up in my translation recently? Or oregano. So much history behind oregano. I was like, wow. The wormhole?
Yeah.
I got my glasses. Wow.
How cool is that?
Oh my gosh.
Right?
What? This is it. Oh my god, how long has it been there?
I don't know. It's
Oh
like,
my god.
and apparently it's naturally occurring.
It looks like a bathtub.
It's insane.
Oh my god.
What in the world?
This is what's being, it's describing a plug, a standing stone, and a little creature. I think this is what it's describing. Oh my god.
Okay, I need to find history about it. It's on Innismore Island. This is so cool. 'Cause,
Oh my god, I need to go.
Right?
Wow. Oh, that is so cool.
How long has it existed? How is it a natural formation? How?
It's literally a perfect rectangle.
Yeah. What?
I bet they call it a natural formation, but there was just some ancient monk just like chipping away. I want a little nap for myself.
That's so cool.
Oh my
Linked
god.
to folklore about a serpent's lair.
Seeing it from up above is just astounding.
Yeah.
Where
Now it's known for like cliff diving events.
It's astounding. Let me just see what else is being described on that page.
Yeah.
Hold on. Oh.
I can't believe Ireland is real.
I love the ongoing joke, like online where like people will say like, I wish it was real. Like, I love Irish people. I wish they were real.
There's only around 800 people that live on the island that speak Irish as their first language. Yes. Hi, honey.
Aw.
Do you want me to come open the door for you? Okay. Hi, honey. You want to come say hi? You want to come say hi to Mom? Like serpent stones and stuff. A study came up that I'm trying to. Serpent stones are known by many names. Medical uses are diverse. Association with serpents are most frequently considered efficacious in the alexiformic treatment of snake bites. Ah! A serpent stone is a round white stone.
Wait, sorry. I have something to show you.
What?
Okay. Okay, my translation that I told you that I was telling about where it was the two different snakebite comes up.
Yeah, because this work presents and details 5 broad categories of a serpent stone. A round white stone thought to be extracted from the head of a dragon. A smooth lens-shaped black stone, purported to be taken from the head of a snake, but artificially manufactured of burnt bone or horn. Ammonites, or glass or vitreous paste in the form of rings or beads, and serpentinite. Huh?
Okay, do you wanna know where it comes up? Okay,
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do a whole video series on this. It's already pushed up to my GitHub and stuff. I can't go over everything because it's so long. Hold on. Okay, so are you able to pull up 7dV?
Yeah, one sec.
So this is the part that overlaps with chemistry. This is the part that overlaps with pigment. This is the part that overlaps with so many different things. And the idea of different accents comes up as well.
Cool.
Indian accents, like on the different things are listed directionally. So there's south and east is mentioned. Ideas from the west coming over and vice versa is mentioned. So
these are one of the tube pages.
No, 70V is like where there's like
70. I
astronomical.
thought you said 77.
Yeah. So I translated this before I even saw the snake, but there's a hiding snake in here.
Oh.
I translated this before I even found the snake.
Okay.
So I'm just going clockwise, starting at 9 o'clock in the inner circle. I got the word for toke, which is directional, but also the word for little biting.
Okay.
And there's a snake coming out from there.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't that neat?
Yeah.
But I didn't even see that until after I had translated it to biting. And I was like, oh my god, a snake. Snake. Okay, and then really quickly, I will quickly tell you about the hexagonal things that are coming up. Like,
Yeah.
so there are minerals. There's this, so both 70V and the page next to it, they're sort of juxtaposed on purpose. So the center of that goat is not a script that's like any of the rest of the script. So it took a while. It looks different. It looks sort of like Indian. It looks like Sanskrit or like something different. It doesn't look like the rest of the script. So it took me a really long time to arrive to it, like the actual translation. But if I look at it with an Irish phonetic view, meaning I'm not pronouncing that first letter there, it's just focused on the B.
Okay.
And on it, I get the word barrel, which is from the 1300s. It's occurring in hexagonal prisms from Old French barrel. And it means, it's in Sanskrit. It's also in Sanskrit, which is Vaiduria, and it has a Dravidian origin. And it's the color blue and green.
Oh.
It's like a pigment for blue and green, and you see blue and green right next to each other in the image. Now, if you go to the right, on 70, I think it's still 70V, but the next page, 71R. 71R, we have a word that looks really similar next to that goat.
Yeah.
We drop the O sound, the off sound, and we're just focused on that B and onward. And we have Batel, which is the name of, this says it comes from the 1500s, but obviously came before that. It's for a creeping or climbing plant in the East Indies, which is probably chewed. It means, just like plain in Dravidian, as simple leaf. And you see the leaf next to the goat.
Yeah.
It just means simple leaf. So there's blue-green and then there's simple leaf. So these are like juxtaposed on purpose. But the ochre is mentioned on right next to one of the stars that has ochre painted in it. It's so cool.
Huh. That's cool.
It's really cool. What I translated for this whole section is so incredible.
Is this the astrology stuff?
I mean, it's like, I guess it's technically considered part of the astrology section, but even from what I've translated from the astrology section, it's not exactly astrology. They're more like lessons, but they are probably connected to astrology, but they're like little like fable. They're more like fable oriented, like the
makes sense.
Like the archer.
Yeah, the archer, the story of the archer.
And then the part that I translated last night that was insane was the eight types of knowledges. It's about diversity in knowledge.
What?
It's literally insane. It describes what is being done with the process of the language and everything, and the different types of people reading it. It's crazy.
That's really cool. I can't wait to hear more about it.
I know. Oh, but I'm afraid to like say too much also, because I'm like,
I know. I
have to like write my Substack and post it. It's so, I'm getting way more organized also. I separated everything into sections, and then I have everything like numerically listed, which I didn't have before, which is really good.
Do you think they're talking about the
we got a direct translation for the worm?
Do you think they're talking about the 7 liberal arts and then plus like religion, making it 8?
Well, it's 4, and then there are the subsections. That's how it's divided. It's like focused on the 4, and then there's subsections.
It's just crazy because
You want me to just tell you what it is?
late middle age foundation, like educational foundations, are broken up into 8 categories.
Oh wow.
So it's theology or like scriptural knowledge, grammar, rhetoric, logic, math, geometry, astronomy, and music.
This is describing it in a way that is silly and funny and based off the person and how they would view it. So, like,
Or
for
you could
like
split
a
it into 4.
so one of the forms is a shapeless form, and the other one is a hyper articulated form. That's how it's described. Like in the same way, like how I would vaguely describe, like one person is really like hyper focused on little tiny threading, and then the other person is focused on the whole picture.
Mm-hmm.
So wait, I can show you what I have translated.
That sound.
From 67V. So the 2 top lines I assumed was an explanation, so I started to translate those first. And do you want to just wait for my video, or should I tell you?
Tell me, I'm dying.
Okay. So it's exists toward knowledge, 8 diversity, nourishment, over, beyond, schooling, key, water, uncivil, learned, wise, wish, water. These are all like homonyms. Uncivil, learned, wise, wish, water, young, wave, leave, or to put something into position. It's a wave. The word for wave and to put something into position are homonyms there. So exists towards knowledge, 8 diversity, over, beyond, the schooling / key. Schooling and key are homonyms. Water, uncivil, learned, wise, wish, water, young, wave, leave, or to put into position. It honestly like feels like
Yeah. That's cool.
It feels like condensed knowledge, but yeah, the different sections. So, the different sections, if you look at the north up line, north 12 o'clock upward line is little portion, getting a little portion from shapeless form knowledge. And then the 6 o'clock one, or sorry, the 9 o'clock one to the left is undercall, subchunk, underbuoy of the 3. So it's after the 3 of them. These aren't in order, sorry.
You're coloring? Cool. I need to put all these links somewhere.
Oh, and the 6 o'clock, so moving to the right, so it's north 6 o'clock line, or no, sorry, so the downward 6 o'clock, downward one is to stretch of ground, overfeeding, single hair, woven fabric, orchard.
Orchard. That's cool.
And the words that come up associated with India is beller, or barrel from the left side. Barrel, and both of them come from India. Like Beryl, like the person that was reading this in India would be able to possibly read it as Beryl too.
That's crazy.
People in India. I want to look up what the alphabet looks like in Sanskrit.
Yeah. You drew me a picture?
Oh, what other? Oh, the word for chemistry wise, the word for toluol, or like toluol, came up. The word for toluol, which is a chemical description, and the word for ochre was a connotation. The word for in the south, in the north are mentioned, but they're mentioned in different locations that you wouldn't assume to be north, east, or south on the actual map.
That's cool. This is fun. I like this section.
What's really interesting is that I'm just noticing this like repetition of dough for 2. And if you think about it, if you think about it, dough, the word in Irish and the way it's written, it's the character D, which looks like an 8, the character O, or the character A, and then the fada. And this DA fada, if you break it up further, it's from God. So a fada is from, and then the D, just the D on its own is God, which is also linked to water. Isn't that cool? It's just like very cool. So when you're saying 2, it's from God. And it just that's chemical. That's entirely chemistry right there.
That's really cool.
It's so cool. I know it's trippy, but it's just like
it's really weird.
It sounds a little woo-woo, but that is functionally what the language is doing in the Voynich manuscript. So from to is also translates to God. So you could read it as God, but you could also read it as from to. You could read water. You could read water as water, but you could also read it as created element. You could read it as water and created element, but you could also read it as God knowledge if you break it up. Isn't that cool?
That's so cool.
It's so cool. The language.
There are standing stones with serpents on them in Scotland. I wonder their symbols.
It's so interesting, but do you see like automatically when you read it, you can read it in those different ways.
Yeah, that's so crazy.
Yeah, and if for whatever reason you thought the D was an S, then God would be the eyeball, the eye. And that links to something that Neil deGrasse Tyson said. I was lucky enough to meet him, but he gave this amazing speech at the restaurant that I used to work at, and I got to listen in. He was talking for ophthalmologists, like a whole group of just eye doctors, and he was talking about how God is in the eye.
Yeah.
And it was such a metaphysical conversation. It was so random for Neil deGrasse Tyson to be talking at this.
It's really cool.
All these eye doctors, but he was like, God is in the eye. It's like, God is how you look at it. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like discernment. The idea of like discernment. It's just very interesting. Or what you choose to focus on. So I could look at a word like da and see 2, or from to, or I could see from God, or God. And then water, I could look at it and say, I could see water, I could see created thing, but I could also see knowledge from God. It's just it's like baked into the language. The religion is baked into the language, but it's also so scientific and medical, which is super cool. And then it's also super linked to the cosmos. # Neil deGrasse Tyson. But yeah, I think I'm going to try to fit all of this into like one video after this.
Oh boy, good luck.
See how it goes.
It's a lot. Yeah. I'll send you more about this. I'm going to keep reading about serpent stones.
Definitely send over some links. I gotta make some breakfast. I'm like late with my breakfast. Oh, it's 12:30.
I have to go make lunch.
Oh my gosh, so interesting. Language is so fascinating. It breaks my brain.
It's so cool.
I can't believe we got a direct translation.
I know. I'm shocked.
What is happening? We went into a wormhole.
Yeah, wait. Babe, we found a place called the Wormhole. And it's described in the book. He's asleep.
She doesn't care.
That's so cool. Okay.
Reminds me a little bit of like
Again.
Donnie Darko a little bit, that wormhole. Oh, I'm scared.
Gosh, this was fun.
This was super fun. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad no one would believe me. I'm glad we have it on record here.
All right. I will text you.
Yeah. All right. Ciao. Bye.
Later.